Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and let's talk about Hawley retainer design for phase one. If you're interested in learning more about phase one treatment or early interceptive treatment, feel free to check out our entire phase one playlist, which can be found on our YouTube channel, Straightsmile Solutions. I'm assuming if you're listening to this, you are there. Or you can also go to our phase one course if you're looking for CE. Again, the content in the course is basically the same as the YouTube channel. It's just much more trimmed and shorter and in a logical order, and you get C. So I don't really care how you get the information. That's why I have both available, whatever works for you. So we do talk about phase one retention, and I have a lot of other content on phase one retention. It's also available in our retention playlist. But just a quick recap here. If you want to do a Hawley, I mean, first of all, you got to make sure this kid is going to wear the Hawley. I mean, 20 years ago, that's all you had really for phase one. So everybody wore Hawleys. But nowadays, with bonded retainers and thorough retainers and positioners and EG appliances, and a lot of times you don't even need a retainer in phase one. So you got to think, do I even need one? Because remember, phase one is just a step. It is correcting bite issues and functional issues. It's not necessarily about finishing everything perfectly, because you're gonna need a phase two most likely. So all the little ups and downs and ins and outs can be corrected in phase two. But occasionally you have kind of a high maintenance parent that would freak out if 8 or 9 or the upper ones moved. Or maybe you jumped an anterior cross bite and the bite is kind of shallow and you just want to make sure it doesn't go back. Or maybe you did some space consolidation from 7 to 10, 2 to 2, and you want to keep them smushed together so that the canines can drop. Those might be some reasons why you might want to do a retention. So if you decided to do a Hawley, I mean, the first thing I would think is that a good choice? Because if they're about to lose a bunch of teeth, like the C's, D's, and E's, it's not a good choice. In that case, you probably should do a thorough or a bonded retainer or a positioner or an EG appliance, or even a lingual, like some type of arch that's cemented in or something like that. But if they're an early mixed dentition, a Hawley might be fine. You just have to make sure that your clasps don't interfere with teeth that are erupting or coming out. And that, the way that the U loops are positioned aren't going to interfere with erupting teeth. So you have to kind of custom design it. There's no cookie cutter approach to designing your Hawley. But I would definitely not assume that your patient's going to wear it. So I think that would be a conversation I would have with the parents. And just assume it's going to be a short-term wear only. But there's plenty of 7, 8, and 9-year-olds who would love to wear a Hawley to school. So I think just find out what your patient wants. All right. Thanks so much.